We'll take a look now at some safeties the Cowboys could sign. First off, we'll take a look at their depth chart here. And frankly, I think Dallas needs one more guy. Is it a Jeff Heath? Is it a Xavier Woods? A Kavon Frazier? I like those first three guys. I don't want to roster Showers or Huff. The good news is for the Cowboys, there are quite a few notable free agent safeties available on the market right now that I think make sense for Dallas. So we'll take you through 10 with emphasis on the top 5 guys in my eyes. So we'll start things off here at number 10 among free agent safeties the Cowboys could sign, i.e. they're not trading for Earl Thomas in that scenario. So we'll start with Darius Butler. Now, Butler falls into a very common theme here with these bottom 5 guys. Veteran, used to play some corner, is getting a little bit up there in age. Now, Butler wasn't as good last year for the Colts. He's, I think, at best right now a number 4 safety. I think the Cowboys could do better, but I wouldn't hate the addition if the Cowboys brought in Butler and had him be an option for them for this year. He has some positional flex. We know the Cowboys love that. So Butler there checks in at number 10. We're going out to number 9 on our list, and that is Ladoris Webb. Ladoris Webb checks in there at number 9. Former cornerback for the Ravens. Turned 33, had some nice plays last year, but the speed is no longer there. He's an option, again, positional flex, but aging safety, I just don't like it all that much. I think the Cowboys could do better than Webb, but he is an option there at number 9. All right, we'll take you now to number 8 on our list of free agent safeties the Cowboys could sign. At number 8, it is Mike Mitchell. And Mitchell, I don't think he has the speed anymore. Now, he was better than Webb and Butler last year because he was a starter for Pittsburgh. But I think at this point in his career, with the injuries and the speed concerns, I don't think Mitchell makes a whole lot of sense anymore for an NFL team, the Cowboys included. We'll make note of him, but I think at this point he's kind of a box safety, and I think the Cowboys could A, find a better one, or find a guy that can help more in coverage. So Mitchell's number 8. We'll take it out to number 7 on our list, and that is a former NFC East player, Corey Graham. And I'd actually be okay with this one. We're kind of in the area where I would be okay with the signing. Now, Graham is not the same player he was. He is best in a limited snap role as a backup, but I think he'd be a decent number 4. Plus, you get the added bonus of, hey, maybe he knows a few plays from the Eagles playbook and he can share those with the Cowboys. On to a bigger name here at number 6, and at number 6, it is TJ Ward. Now, I've seen comments and questions about signing TJ Ward. I'll be honest, I think he's lost it. He is no longer Pro Bowl TJ Ward. Now, he said the Bucs didn't use him all that well, which, okay, I guess I can get that as well, but he really dropped off this year. Denver didn't want him. The Bucs had no interest in bringing him back. He was cleared of a marijuana charge from earlier, but I don't think Ward makes a whole lot of sense anymore for the Cowboys. He's just not the same player he once was, and frankly, I'd rather give his snaps, all of them really, to Kavon Frazier and see if he can become a TJ Ward-type player. All right, folks, today's show is brought to you by The Guild. Visit stayguild.com and use promo code ChatSports for 15% off your next stay. They're here in Dallas, so when you come to a Cowboys game, just stay with The Guild. Tell them I sent you, and use promo code ChatSports for 15% off your next stay. They're kind of like a luxury Airbnb. Into the top 5 now here for safeties the Cowboys could sign. At number 5, and we're getting into the players that I kind of like a little bit more than others. How about Branch? Now, tore his ACL in November. That's a concern. Could go back to the Cardinals as well. But when healthy, I think he's a borderline low-end starter, at least a quality backup. So I would like the idea of the Cowboys bringing in Branch to be a number 4 safety and a veteran influence as well for the young guys like Woods, Frazier, and he doesn't battle yet either, so I wouldn't mind Branch on that end. I like the idea of Branch. The big red flag for me, and this is, again, why he's number 5 on my list. What's the injury situation like? Is he recovered from that ACL? If it is, great, bring him in. If not, there are better safeties and healthier safeties out there on the free agent market. We'll move now to number 4 on our list here. At number 4, let's move into our next guy here. At number 4, this is, again, Tyven Branch, so we'll get that switched over here. Quinton Demps at number 4 on our list there. Limited to 3 games last year because of a broken arm, but was great in 2016. I think he can at least be a quality backup. Now, maybe 2016 was more of a fluke than anything else, but I think that Demps can still be a good, even a number 3 safety. He can play some free safety, he can play some strong safety as well, has that versatility. I like Demps more than most because I liked what I saw with him in Houston in 2016. I think he'd be a good fit. Don't let the stats fool you from last year. He was hurt with a broken arm. That is now healed. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't been signed yet. sign me up for Quinton Demps. At the very least, he'd be a good backup for the Dallas Cowboys. But I think, however, you can find a actual starting caliber free safety in a very strange year for the safety market. So we'll take it now to number 3, who I think is actually the most talented safety available, but I don't think Dallas has any real interest in adding him. That is Eric Reed. He has accused the NFL of collusion against him, and that's why he hasn't been signed. And if I know one thing about Jerry Jones, he's not going to like the fact that Eric Reed knelt during the national anthem. So I would be very surprised if the Cowboys brought in Eric Reed. I think that for Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, the kneeling is a factor there. Talent-wise, he is at least a number 3 safety. I definitely think he's among the best 60 safeties in the NFL. He did a little bit of everything last year for the 49ers. I like him quite a bit. In terms of on-the-field talent, yes, I would like to bring in Eric Reed. But in terms of the fit and with the way Jerry Jones has made comments about the anthem in the past, I don't think it's going to happen. So should is an A. Will they is a no. I just don't think it's going to happen. Into the top 2 now, and this is where we really reach the Cowboys have claimed that the safety market isn't a fit for them. I don't believe it. Trey Boston can play free safety or strong safety. The dude had 5 interceptions last year. Now, INTs can be a bit fluky, but sign me up for Trey Boston. I am stunned this guy has not signed yet. He's a good fit for the Cowboys secondary, can play some free safety, can push Woods. One of them can play strong safety as well. I know the Cowboys want to have Xavier Woods be a guy there, but I still think you need depth. What's the downside in signing Trey Boston to a cheap 1-year deal? That's all he's going to get right now because he's unsigned. I would love to bring in Trey Boston. We'll get to that way in here in a second. I think you absolutely should bring in Boston or somebody else. We'll get to here in just a second. But coming off a great year, a 1-year prove-it deal. Sign me up for Trey Boston. I'm typing in that 1 in the comments section. I think he'd be a great fit for the Cowboys. However, I don't think he is the best fit for the Dallas Cowboys. And that brings us to my number 1 safety on the market. If you follow me on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney, if you've watched the show before, you know it's Kenny Vaccaro. I have been pounding the table for Kenny Vaccaro since before free agency started. You need one more safety. The Cowboys love positional flex guys, and they damn near traded for him not that long ago. So now you're saying he doesn't fit your scheme? The scheme hasn't changed all that much, and you said it before you even hired Chris Richard as well. Vaccaro can play in the Richard scheme. He can be a free safety, strong safety, nickel cornerback hybrid. In reality, he can play the role Xavier Woods did last year. Bring in Vaccaro, play him with Woods and Heath and Frazier. That's a really good foursome at safety. You can bring him in some sub packages as well if you want to put one at linebacker almost. You can find a role for Kenny Vaccaro. I like him a lot talent-wise. The injury is a bit of a concern from last year. I think he's fine now. He said that he's fine. Sign me up for Kenny Vaccaro. I want him on the Cowboys. I think he'd be a great fit in the secondary. Pair him with Woods, Heath, and Frazier. Let them all rotate. And for those of you guys that don't like Jeff Heath, you can start Kenny Vaccaro over him. So I'm typing in that yes. Sign me up for Vaccaro, folks. All right, folks, we'll be back here on Sunday, so get your questions in the comments section for the upcoming mailbag, or tweet them to me at WhatGoingDowney. I'll respond a lot faster on Twitter because I got the mobile pushes enabled to my phone. So get your comments in. I love having those for the mailbag. We'll see you guys again on Sunday. And if you missed anything, don't worry. Put the show on loop here again in just a second. So until then, we'll see you.